So, do you like anything to do with crystals, tarot, cards, or anything to do with the universe? If so, sit and listen. So, I was a part of the spiritual community for many years, and what I thought was living a higher way of enlightenment was just a distraction. You know, it's not gonna help you, it's just distracting you, because when you know the truth, that will set you free. But the enemy doesn't want you to know the truth. They want to keep you in spiritual bondage. There is a spiritual warfare going on, but you have to pick a side. You can't be dabbling in like astrology and crystals and all this, and doing everything else. You can't be doing that. You can't serve two gods at once. You have one God, and that is Jesus. Jesus will set you free. Yoga will not set you free. Yoga will not set you free. That, all it's doing, when you're in these positions, right, when you're in these types of positions, you aren't aware, because when you're kind of doing these positions, what happens is your body is there, but these malevolent energies have taken over your body, but you aren't aware, because you're so deep in meditation, you aren't aware with what's going on. And as well, you do find a lot of people, which I have personally witnessed, I've never done it myself, they take mushrooms, take LSD, and the Bible actually tells us, stay vigilant and of sober mind, because the devil prowls around looking for his next victim to devour. Peter 5:8. So if you're on drugs and you're taking LSDs and you're taking, you know, anything like opioids, you are of sober mind. You're an easy vessel. You're an easy vessel. That's why I don't do that. That's why I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've got rid of all of my tarot, you know, cards. I've burnt it. All my astrology books, I've burnt it. No, because that will not set you free. The only one person that set me free is Jesus. He has set me free, and I was so into this. I was going down a slippery slope. You know, I used to work in a strip club many years ago. And you know, the girls who worked there were like me. They liked tarot, they liked all that spiritual stuff, they were like involved in that sort of stuff. But it's not enlightening. It's not enlightenment, it's exploitation. But that's what the enemy wants to show you, that it's liberation. It's not liberating. It's disregarding our bodies. It's disrespecting our body. You know, we need to take back our power and respect ourselves, because of, you know, we are beautiful beings and we do not need crystals. They're not going to help you. Your crystals won't help you on Judgment Day. Your cards won't help you. You know, that's the thing, you know, people think that it's all, they think it's all good, you know, because it's got light and angels on these cards. No, you find the dark always masquerades as the light. You know, that's what the enemy does. You know, they can't show who they really are. They are a master manipulator. They are a master deceit. They are the deceit. They are the masters of deceit. That's who they are. That's them all over. You know, tarot and all these types of divination, you don't need, and that it will ruin your life if you don't get rid of it. And this is speaking from somebody that has dealt with this. I used to be a practicing witch. I used to think that I was helping people, but I wasn't helping people. you know, and I've stepped away from all of that. Like I've rebuked it and I've renounced it, and I don't want to have anything to do with it. I've closed the door and all of that. But yeah, if you think that doing witchcraft will help you, if anybody is watching this, it won't help you. I had OCD all the time when I was doing witchcraft and, you know, on my spiritual kind of hippie journey. None of that helped me. People used to say, you know, use this crystal, do this, you'll be fine. Yeah, no, I wasn't. That just exacerbated my OCD. That just exacerbated my anxiety. But the only true one that can help, and has helped me, is Jesus. I've always been religious and I've always believed in Jesus, but only recently have I felt this strong conviction in my heart to actually pursue him, or for him to pursue me. And I have this kind of, I suppose, sadness for him, for me not finding him sooner. And I just want to speak about the dangers of what really goes on, because it's not all of the lights what you might see as. It's not what it is. You know, these spiritual retreats, anything like that, yoga, incense, no, you're just inviting spirits into your house or wherever you are inviting that in. You do not need it, trust me. The only thing you need is a Bible and the Word of God. That's all you need, and that is your biggest defender. Because these crystals, they aren't going to heal you, they're going to hinder you. They are going to hinder you in so many ways. They might look pretty, but that's what the enemy does. The enemy dresses up pretty and nice, because if it showed its true form, you wouldn't want to buy it. You'd be terrified. So it has to put on a certain image to appear, you know, gentle and healing energy. It has to appear like that, so you buy it. But yeah, all you're doing is inviting things that you don't want with you, and you know, it's just not what you want. You wanna get rid of anything like that. Anything to do with spells, you know, if you've got any like accounts that you follow, get rid of it. You don't want that, because people think that it's okay if you follow certain accounts, if you're not like interacting with that, like physically interacting with that. You see, you are still interacting with it on an energetic level, so get rid of it. Cut that tie if you have anything there which is, you know, kind of there, but you're not kind of physically engaging with it. You are spiritually with it, just sitting there, because it's still, you know, it's still like following it. So yeah, kind of cut all that if you are following it. If not, then that's great. But yeah, the only true one that's going to set you free is Jesus. He set me free. And when I see people, you know, going to these like spiritual like retreats, and I see all this, it upsets me, because they're going down a rabbit hole. The deeper you go, the harder it is to get out of. You know, the harder it is to get out of. So yeah, you've got to be of sober state. You got to be of sober mind, and you got to be vigilant, because the devil walks around prowling for its next victim like a lion. And there's actually a verse that says that very well. Peter 5:8 touched on exactly what I've just said. So yeah, you've got to be very vigilant, and you've got to keep your wits about you. That's why I don't drink, and that's why I don't do drugs. Even when I was in that kind of world, I never did that. I just experienced it firsthand. When I was a stripper, I've seen girls snort coke. I've seen all of that, you know. Yeah, it's a dark world. But yeah, God bless. And if you have any questions, feel free to just message me, anything.